Amazing. Finally, US and China decided to reach an agreement to slash tariff by 155% in the next 90 days. So, as we know, before tariffs were 145% for most of the goods coming from China, and now they are back to 30%. Before the world trade, the tariff were around 10% for most of the goods coming from China, and now they're back to 30%. It's still higher than 10%, but is much better than 145%. And this is a big relief for all of our clients that are importing from China, because they were all trying to find solution by sourcing, by finding new manufacturer outside China, by using bounded warehouses, or to even wait and see what happened. Most of our clients, that is what they did actually. They just waited to see what will happen with this tariff. And in the end, it was the right decision, because right now tariffs are back to 10% for all the goods coming from China. And China did the same with a 10% tariff from all the goods coming from the US. So this is a massive de-escalation of the world trade, which is amazing to see, because we have seen a major impact on our clients' businesses. So this is very important, and I want to share with you what I've seen in the market on how US brands and Chinese sellers they did during this period, because it's very interesting. So as we discussed, most of our clients, and so even looking, for example, at brands like Gorilla Grip, which is a very big US company. So what happened for most of our clients? They decided to just wait and see what will happen with the tariffs. So that what does it mean? That we don't have lots of stock. So it means that we need to raise pricing to avoid to go out of stock, or we need to raise pricings to avoid to compensate the tariffs amount. And if you check Gorilla Grip, what they did, as you can see here, from February, at the end of February, they increased the pricing to 22, then they increased the price to 23 in the past few days. So two things could happen here. Or they're still importing from China, so they didn't leverage bonded warehouses. They're still importing from China, containers are coming to the US, but they need to compensate the tariff of 145%. Or what happened is that they're trying to wait. They waited to see what will happen with the tariffs, and they are slowly finishing their stock, so they must increase the prices to avoid the stock out. So this is what I'm thinking is happening for this brand, and we've seen that for other brands is happening the same. So for example, Coldest is another US company, and we've seen that they are increasing the pricing. So if I select here, you can see that their price was around $14, $12, $13. Now it's $14, $15, and now it's $17. So, and we've seen that happening across many US brands, US companies, because most of US companies, they're sourcing from China, and they need to pay tariffs, or they need to put their stock in the bonded warehouses. And that is what we have seen is happening. Or they're running out of stock, or they need to increase pricing because tariffs are impacting them. And if we check instead the Chinese sellers, so this is a Chinese seller. So as I can show you here, so this is a Chinese seller. We can see that most of them, they didn't flinch. They didn't increase the pricing at all. They kept doing deals. They kept decreasing the pricing. They don't care. They didn't care at all about the tariff, which was amazing to see. So, and this is another example. So here we have another one. Again, same price, keep decreasing the pricing, keep gaining market share. Let me share with you another example. This one is another one. Again, deals, keep decreasing pricing. It looks like they were not impacted from the tariffs. And we've seen this, here I'm just analyzing dog balls, but we've seen that across different niches, which is amazing to see. So the only companies that were affected by this tariff of 145% were US companies. So US companies who are sourcing from China. And so I think this agreement is amazing, because finally US companies will be able to bring back the spend, bring back the price to what was before, and compete again with these Chinese companies. Because it looks like they have an advantage. They have an unfair advantage. We don't know what they're actually doing, but they didn't increase the pricing. Like, I still didn't find any company. For example, this company again, I still say they keep decreasing the pricing. They're doing some testing, and it's a Chinese company as well. So I analyzed different niches, and they've seen that happening over and over again. And a few other things that we've seen in the market, that the Temu slashed US ad spending, And as soon as they decrease the spending on their platform, we have seen a big drop in sales for that platform. And that is very important, especially for Amazon sellers, because Temu is a competitor of Amazon. So lots of people move away from Amazon, go to Temu. But we think that Temu is, without advertising, cannot sustain their growth. So I truly believe that Amazon still has quite a big moat around their business. So Amazon is still a big platform, and I still don't see any big competitors beating Amazon right now. On the other side, for European sellers, what we've seen that more Chinese sellers are entering the market because they, due to the tariffs, were not able to increase their sales, or by the way, they need to accept a lower margin percentage, so they decide to enter the European market. And so we expect a massive amount of new Chinese sellers in the market. So this is what we see in the market. Hopefully this news is good news for you. And I really hope you like this video. It's a quick video to share with you what we see in the market. And I see you in the next one. Ciao.